Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel and I am watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes. That's right, we're back My Hero Academia fans, but this time with something a little bit different. I've watched season 6 and 7 on this channel, but now we get a spin-off show for Vigilantes, a manga that I've heard very good things about. I hear it's a little bit more of like a mature take on the My Hero Academia world, kind of. At least from the perspective of the main character is literally more mature. I believe he is a college student. We're going to see a world that we haven't seen in My Hero Academia. Vigilantes implies that these are people that want to be heroes, but they do not have their licenses, and which means that they're probably going to be stopping crimes that the normal heroes can't do. But I really have no idea where this show could go. I'm just excited that like we're getting My Hero Academia spin-offs animated, and by Bones still. This is just like one of my favorite shonen series ever, so I will happily watch this show. And if you guys are excited to watch it with me, then you should subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single My Hero Academia Vigilantes reaction going forward. I almost forgot the subtitle there. Now, this first episode is called I'm Here, so let's see where it goes. In 3, 2, 1, go. Classic. Feels like it's been a long time since we got this kind of narration. All Might. So now I know all these characters. We're gonna be going back to a time when these characters were... I assume we're gonna be seeing a time when more of them were alive. Can they even be called heroes? Okay, so it is before anything. Oh man, so many characters are gonna be alive and healthy again. I didn't realize it was so much of a prequel. Look at this cute art. Yeah, we're seeing these three characters a lot. Some of our more other heroes. Oh yeah, Ingenium is Ingenium in this. And Midnight is alive. I know what a vigilante is. I hunger. For what? Oh god. For motorcycle? What the hell is he saying? Yes, this is our guy. Oh yeah, and All Might's in his prime. Not prime, but he is... Ooh. But he was the #1 hero at this point. If nothing else, I'm really glad to see more of All Might being All Might. I mean, he's still the GOAT even without his powers, but awesome. I'm starstruck too. This is our main character. Are you pissing? Our main character is starting off very kind of Deku-esque, but I wonder how they'll differ. I mean, clearly he has power, so. Typical college student. That's all his time at work. Slide and glide. Got it. Dang. It'll get faster, don't worry. Bug off. Oh boy. I think I've heard her name is Pop Step, right? Yeah. I've seen this character before. But it might be the only other one because she's pretty popular. She's got a fan club. I wonder what her quirk is. It's a crazy place to perform a concert. There she goes. The police won't notice.
あの時彼女がキラキラして見えたのは跳躍の個性。
Leave. Someone's leaving my concert? How dare.
人間は自分が見上げてるものに憧れる。逆に目線が下がると文字通り低く見られがちというか。
That's interesting. He's literally moves along the ground. She's literally up in the sky.
いらっしゃいます。
Fuck. Come on. Is she? Oh. Relax, Wolverine. Won't someone save our boy? No, apparently not.
決めた。今夜はあれをやってやる。
Oh shit.
とっておきのスーツに着替えて思い切り個性を使って法律なんか関係ない。おった、早速ターゲット発見。落としましたよ。深夜バスの停留。
Hi, it's Tucker's mom. It's just being a good Samaritan. Nice guy. I was gonna call him a nice guy. Well, you're a local hero. Ah. So this is how these two are gonna meet. Nice guy. Who's that walked by the alley?
彼を目標になるべく世の中の役に立ちたいと思ってるの。かっこいい。
You know it's cool because he says it is.
身の程は大事。
Knows his place guy. Uh-oh. Oh, it's these guys again. Oh boy, it's time to beat some people up. Excuse me. Please stop assaulting her. Bro, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more. Come on. No, I'm not Nose's place guy. Ooh. Okay, it didn't work. Fuck! Yikes. Yeah, but we have someone else here. The real vigilante.
オールマイトだって暇じゃない。俺たちがどれだけ助けを求めても飛んでくるはずが。
My God. Nice jump. Someone better right here. Don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. Great. Yeah, this guy, Knuckle Duster. Literally. He's very Punisher without, like, guns. Okay. What does that mean? Ooh. Fist of Justice. I love how immediately everyone's all like, this guy's crazy. I'm sorry for pausing. I'm just like, that's how, like, vigilantes, like, are usually, like, portrayed. You know, like, Batman and Spider-Man are appreciated by the people that they help, but usually they're, like, portrayed as being, like, crazy people, you know. But this guy might actually be crazy. I hope. You're into helping people. Yeah, what's his quirk? Does he have one? Absolutely. Oh my God. Will you get away from her? Leave her alone! Yeah, Take action or don't. There is... Oh my god! His smile. The animation is nice on this show. It leans a little bit more into the comic book style than the main My Hero Academia, it feels. Or at least the harsh, like, shading. Yeah, satisfying. God, he's so Punisher. Yeah, but I love him. The drinking age in Japan is 20. Maybe you guys should stop. But who's this? Oh god. More black market stuff. Ah. God, the outlines are also so thick. I love it. We've heard about this in main My Hero, right? Maybe I'm crazy. I'm kind of fuzzy on it. But it seems familiar. Did you say we? Okay. I thought you were just a freak. Maybe you should be trying to target the people distributing the drug rather than the people who are victims to it. But okay, you gotta try and get answers about who is distributing it. Yeah. He's gonna do that anyway. Because that's hard. Oh my god. Stick out your tongue. Okay. Stop. Uh-oh. Eraserhead. Not a villain, but not a villain. Oh man, what a fun show! You know, I'm obviously in love with My Hero Academia and its universe. So I knew I was always gonna like this, but like it's starting off really strong. I think we have our main trio here of Koichi. Nice guy. I love that. We have Pop Step and we have Knuckle Duster. And they're all... I like them all so far. They're all very different. But they have things in common. Which I guess is why they're going to be a group together. Some things that I could, like, glean from this is that it's interesting because it seems like a common trope in Japanese media that people, I think it's because of the collectivist culture that Japan has, that in order to make things run smoothly, you may have to repress certain parts of your personality, and then those materialize in different ways of stress relief, which in this show, I guess, is Koichi going out and doing good deeds, which is just the most innocent one. Whereas it seems like Pop Step, at least from what I could get from the ending, she's probably a fairly plain person at school, but it's very stressful she might be like looked down on. She might just have a hard time at school, which is understandable because school is a very stressful thing. So she takes on this idol persona at night, likes being a little bit suggestive with it. You know, that's a form of stress relief, I suppose. And Knuckle Duster, who knows what's stressing this guy out, but so I made a lot of connections to him being similar to the Punisher, and not exactly. The Punisher is a much more serious character than this guy's being portrayed as, but I do wonder, is he quirkless? He hasn't shown off a quirk, and none of the opening or ending does it look like he has a quirk. He just is strong and punches people. So I'm kind of thinking that he's quirkless, which would be kind of like the Punisher, because the Punisher does not have superpowers. He just has a lot of mercenary knowledge and tech. This guy does not have tech. Also, he doesn't seem smart. He doesn't seem that smart. Much more of like a musclehead than the Punisher, and also less violent. Although, to be fair, they are in Japan, so guns are kind of off the table for the average person, especially if you want to be a hero. But he's involved in trying to get this drug, get to the bottom of this drug, Trigger. If I keep making connections to Punisher, then he has some backstory with the drug, right? Like, or else why would he go so hard? But I mean, he did save our two other characters. All things considered, it was for his own kind of selfish reasons. But All Might, he isn't. But he's he's already intrigues me, and I kind of love him. So I'm excited to see more of him. And Popstep seems to be intrigued by Koichi. Something about him intrigued her. So she's gonna stick around probably for him. And Koichi wants to do the right thing. So I wonder, his motivation for being around Knuckle Duster right now is that I can't let this guy just beat up people. Although Eraserhead showed up at the end to be like, hey, you can't just beat up people. For a split second, I thought that guy at the end, the guy with the toys. Also, absolutely, those toys have Trigger inside of them. I have a feeling that is going to be the case, which is why they were so well packaged. You know, you can be like, oh, I work at a toy company and I'm just distributing these toys, but I think they probably are a distribution method for Trigger. But maybe Eraserhead could help us confirm. I like how Eraserhead was just like, I was just getting groceries. I didn't want to. I thought for a second when I saw the toys that like, oh, he's bringing these toys home. This is Deku's dad, you know, is bringing the toys home for his son. No, we got to see Deku's mom, and I'm like, we've never gotten to see Deku's dad. It would be cool to show that, but I feel like I would have heard about that if they did show him in Vigilantes. But yeah, this is clearly not a throwaway spin-off. This is clearly well thought out, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. It's lower level crime than street crime, whereas in My Hero Academia the point that we've gotten to is like world-ending crazy superpowered Dragon Ball Z crime. Society destroying stuff. It's nice to take a little bit of a step back before the final season of My Hero Academia and just like remember kind of where we came from. Remember that there's still all these crimes going around. And I think that they very much, you know, in that moment where they're like talking about All Might, like, is All Might's not going to save you. That's something that All Might has said, that like when you have one for all, you can't save everyone. And that's something that you have to come to terms with. And we're seeing that even when he was in his prime, he can't save everyone. All Might is gonna possibly show up in this show, but he's not going to show up in the same capacity. We're gonna see what he can't do, I think, in this season. So yeah, I just like that it was like, All Might's not gonna save us, and lo and behold, he did not. We also got to see, like, in the opening, you know, it shows like quite a couple of other pro heroes, and Midnight seems to be particularly stand out amongst them. At least in like the promotional art, she's like in there, and I hope to see more of her because we did not get to see enough of her in My Hero Academia. I'm gonna assume that anyone watching this show has seen My Hero Academia, so be prepared for spoilers, I guess, if you haven't. This is coming out before the final season, and you're watching this now? You're just getting into it through this? I don't think so. I don't think the average person is watching this show without having seen most of My Hero Academia. Yeah, and I love the art style. The thick outlines, the different shading. There's just something about the shading it's different, right? Part of it is like highlights. Like there's like a light highlight, which I can't, maybe I'm crazy, but I felt like My Hero Academia's shading was more simple and softer, whereas Vigilantes is coming off as a little bit harsher and more distinct. But yeah, I don't have a lot to say about Koichi yet, unfortunately. He's the least interesting character so far, but I have a feeling that I'm going to come to love him by the end of this season. The fact that this is a prequel show is also just very fun. I don't know. I'm just gonna have a lot of fun with this show. I can tell we're gonna get to see parts of the My Hero Academia society that we have not gotten to see, which is something that I love. I think My Hero Academia has one of the better thought out like societies than a lot of shonens. It often thinks about what these societal impacts, what like the impacts on each bit of society of each thing that happens would be. And I think it's very realistic in that fact. I'm excited to see with the illegals. Yeah, the full Japanese name of this anime is Vigilantes My Hero Academia Illegals, where we just call it My Hero Academia Vigilantes. But yeah, Spider-Man, Batman, the Punisher, other famous vigilante heroes. I want to see more of that vibe. So if you guys enjoyed my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Vigilantes episode going forward. Also, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how excited you are for My Hero Academia being back in some capacity. And with all that being said, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.